How do you do, buckaroos? And how the heck are you, man? I am. Who are you? Who cares? I am Altbier Whisperer. So, I picked up this mix pack today from Goose Island called Employee Pack. The date on it was July 28th of 17. So we're about a month and a half old, I guess. But I know it just got to the stores last week, so I just made it to my neck of the woods. Comes with their Fulton Street Ale, Oatmeal Stout, their Altbier, which is what I'm having first, and the Koi Wolf. I want to show you that color. That's a beautiful color, though. It is typically what you want an Altbier to look like, so we're off to a good start. It pours very nice, kind of a light tan head. So I looked up several, I'm not an expert on this style, so I looked up several descriptions, and to be honest, none of them fell in line with each other. Not of this particular, but of the style, not of this beer itself. So, but I'm going to go through the BJCP guidelines. They tell you the appearance will be light copper to light brown. This seems to have a little bit of a reddish hue to me, but other alt beers that I've had are about this color. So, very clear from extended cold conditioning, low to moderate, off-white head. Yeah, okay. I'm going to call that more tan than off-white, but yeah, okay. I'm going to say it falls in line. Aroma, subtle malty, sometimes grainy, low to noble hops, clean lager character with very restrained ester profile, no diacetyl. It says very restrained ester profile, although I have read some description of the style that says you can get some fruit notes. It's very clean. What do they say here? Low to no noble hop aroma, yeah. Subtle malty, sometimes grainy. I don't know if I'd say grainy, but yeah, certainly malty, subtle. Guess that's all relative, right? Whatever you think subtle is, I suppose. I don't know, man. Flavor, fairly bitter, yet balanced by a smooth and sometimes sweet malt character that may have a rich biscuit and or light caramely flavor. Dry finish, often with lingering bitterness, clean lager character, sometimes with slight sulfury notes, and very low to no esters. Very low to medium noble hop flavor, no diacetyl. So the alt beers typically, well, it is. I mean, it's top fermented, whereas most lagers are typically bottom fermented. 5.8%, 42 IBUs. So let's get at it, shall we? It's interesting. $17.99 for the 12 pack, and I gotta tell you, man, as a beer geek, I don't necessarily boycott AB InBev products, but I do. I mean, yeah, I mean it's turmoil, man. I went through a lot of inner turmoil in purchasing this product, man, because of what I know about AB InBev. Some people, just don't care about their business practices, and some people like to say, well, if the beer is good, why does it matter? Well, it matters because of how people are treated. That's why it matters. It matters because AB InBev has been known to cut the market off to hurt craft breweries. They've also been known to buy up hop supplies, making it harder for smaller breweries, smaller craft breweries especially, to afford what they need to brew. There is a lot of questionable things AB InBev does. That isn't my opinion. That is fact. That you have a computer that you can look up for yourself. Now, if you choose to ignore it, that's your own business. But it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. There you go. There's my soapbox. So yes, I go through a lot of inner turmoil when I buy a product like this, but I hadn't seen this pack before. This is an employee-only pack, but only is scratched out and red. But I was curious about these. Fairly bitter. Yeah, there is certainly some lingering bitterness, balanced by smooth, sometimes sweet malt character. Finish is very dry. As far as sweet malt character, yes, a lot of malt, but the sweetness is very subtle. I mean, it's almost just there for a second and then gone. And then dries up completely, and then you're left with some lingering bitterness. but not in an unpleasant way. As far as the style goes, I mean, like I said at the beginning of this video, I do not claim to be an expert on this style, but from the styles, and I've never been to Germany, nor have I had true German Altbiers. Having said that, from the American craft Altbiers that I have had, I must say this one probably stacks up with them. If it was available in a 6-pack, let's say for about a $7.97 price tag, I would go through some inner turmoil and may want to purchase it. But yes, with my limited knowledge of this style, I think it is well done. Now, it's taking style off the chart and enjoying it hedonistically, do I think it's a good beer, regardless of style? Yeah, actually, I have to admit, I do kind of like it. And sometimes a beer can miss style, but still be enjoyable for what it is. But I think this beer is probably within style guidelines. From what I've read here, from what I personally know, but again, if I want to be clear, I don't know a lot about this style. It is rather enjoyable, though, because it has some deep flavor, right? It just feels good. But then it finishes so clean and dry. With just that lingering bitterness, it's very nice. It's very pleasant, in my opinion. I like it a lot. So there you go. No need to go any farther, I suppose. There you go. What else? What else to say? I don't know, man. Yeah, like I said, it's just difficult for me to purchase AB InBev products, man. It is, because of the things I know that they've done to other craft breweries. It's just difficult for me, but, you know, sometimes curiosity gets the better of me. This pack has the Fulton Street Ale, their oatmeal stout. The Fulton Street I have had once before. It's been a couple of years, but I haven't had the oatmeal stout. I haven't had the Altbier, and then they have the Coy Wolf Dark IPA, and I haven't had that either. So I was curious. I kind of went back and forth. I walked by it, and then I walked away. I came back to it. I got it out of the cooler. I started walking towards the counter to buy it. Then I went back and put it away. And then I ended up picking it up and buying it. But yeah, I mean, that's the kind of turmoil I go through when I come to purchase an AB InBev product. I do, man. It was wearing me out. But yeah, I having said all that, I do think, again, from my knowledge of the Altbier, I think this one is well done. But again, taking style off the table, do I think it's a good beer? Yes, I think it is a good beer. I think it's tasty. I find it enjoyable. So there you go. I am Trying to Beer Whisper. I am Trying to Beer Whisper. You know, I found the aromas very subtle, as they say here, while it was colder. But as I've let this warm up, as I've talked to you over the last 8.5 minutes, it has opened up quite a bit more. The aromas haven't changed. They are the same aromas, but they have become brighter. Oh. There you go. Such as it is. Beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor, wisdom man. First beer of the day, y'all. I just got off work, man. First Friday beer, man. I'm here for you people. All right, good guy.